feel that. I can feel that in the calves, I can feel that in the fronts of the feet. We'll do 2 more. And roll back down. So yeah, you can feel that, can't you? And then straighten out the legs. Oh, I've just heard a jingle. And then I'm going to do a reverse curl, and then we'll come up to seated, and then maybe he'll go back to where he was sitting. So we're going to reverse curl, so we're going to lift the bottom off, utilising the lower abdominals. Can't take all the limelight, Mr. Louie. Yeah. So it's actually quite good if you have an extra weight on you. You can pretend you've got some weights on you if you've got a cat. He doesn't get the message. Okay, last one. Leave the microphone alone. And then just bend the knees in and then just roll up to seated position. That's the trouble with leaving you in. Come on, just go over there, please. Come on. So we're going to use the hog now. And what we're going to do, if you're not using the hog, it's fine. I think I'll show it from a side view. If you have the hog, you're going to put it under the knee, so the hedgehoggy bit on top, under the knee of the right leg. And you're going to bring the left knee in towards. So if you haven't got the hog, you've just got your leg on the floor. And what we're looking for in this position, what we're looking to do is you're going to be working the quads. So we're looking first of all to get into a really good position in the torso. So we don't want to be like rounded in a C curve. We're trying to lift up. And what you're going to find is if you find the actual exercise quite hard to do it like this, we'll then try an option, just bringing the hands behind to give your back a bit of a rest. Come on, darling. So what we're trying to do to begin with, we've just got the hands lightly on just below the knee. You're going to point the foot and you're going to lengthen the foot away, lengthen that leg away, and you're just going to have a go at lifting and lowering. So what you're going to be careful of here is that, sorry darling, as you lift that leg, if you start to come backwards, you're not really working into the quads. So have a go and just lengthen first and then a little lift and come back, and you really feel that in your quads, almost to the point where it could sort of end up cramping. So if that's too much for you, you can come back. You could even come onto your elbows, but probably a bit too far. Just come back, abdominals engaged, and then try lengthening and lift. So it's a lot easier, but you can actually feel the quad still engaging. Or you could even maybe bring your hands behind, because then that sort of stops your back from going into that relaxed position. Okay, so just have a quick rest, and then we're going to have a go at, I knew I'd made a mistake when I let him stay in. We're going to flex the foot now, and again we're going to reach that foot away, and as you do that, just that little lift and lower. You can really feel the quads engaging. We'll do one more like that, even better with the cat on top, and lift and lower. And then what we can also try on the same leg is you take the foot and you take it out to the side. So the knee is going outwards just slightly. And then try the same thing. So you just stretch away first and lift. So just only do a couple of those. But this is where you're working a bit more into the inner thigh. And then stretch, just give the legs a bit of a shuffle, and then we'll change it over to the other side. So this can all be done without the hog. It's just I've been watching some hog training, and I think what it does is it just gives that little bit more relaxation in that leg before you lift. So I'm going to keep with the hog. So bring the other knee up if you can, if you want to come up into this position, or if you need to bring the hands behind. Okay, so we'll try that. So stretch the leg away, the foot's pointed to begin with, and lift and lower. I'm going to try like this now. So stretch away, lift. Oh God, it is hard, isn't it? Stretch away again and lift. Yeah, I think I'm going to go behind slightly. And now we're going to flex the foot, stretch it away and lift. And you feel the difference that because you're stretching it first. Stretch away and lift. And then just relax for a second, and then you're going to take the foot out to the side slightly and stretch and point this time and lift. Oh, you can really feel that, can't you? Oh, and stretch and lift. We'll do one more for luck. Lovely. Okay. Yes, I know you're gorgeous. So, dare I say it, but we're going to come down into prone position. Goodness only knows what's going to happen with this little man. I think he'll be on my back actually. So we're coming down into prone position. Excuse me, mister. Go on. And we're just going to bring the forehead down with the hands, with the arms out in front. And we're going to do our rotator cuff lift. So it's just the the top of the arm, so the elbow will stay down, forehead is down, and relax shoulders. And we're going to take one arm up, or one half of the arm up, and then bring it back down again. And lift the other side and relax. Okay, mister. Come on, how'd you go? At least I'm not the only one with animals walking around. I've just seen a dog. At least they're not walking all over you though. So it's just nice to just really sort of tense up and lift, and then let the whole shoulder really relax before you change over to the other side. So last one on each side now. And then just come up onto your elbows. And then what I'd like you to do, we're not going to do the half plank, we're going to do a leg kick in a minute, but what we're going to do with the shoulders, so think about where the shoulder blades, what the shoulder blade's doing, and then you're just going to let them relax outwards, and then you're going to pull them back up towards each other, and then let them relax and pull them up. So that's all you're doing. It's just a nice small bit of mobilisation work. So relax. It's a bit like when we do the work in all fours. Oh gosh. Even better when you've got something on you. Okay, and then just relax back down. And then we were going to do, while we're sort of in this position, we're going to come down onto the elbows just a bit lower, and then we're going to go point, flex and stretch. Point, flex. So get a little bit more stretch into the into the quads. So
actually quite nice actually on my back because it's warmed up my back and my back feels a bit tight at the moment. I went to the chiropractor yesterday. I don't know what I'm going to do when I do dart though. Okay, and then what we'll do next is dart. So you know what you're doing with this one.
So you're bringing the head down to the floor, arms down by your side, abdominals engaged, lifting up, and then lifting, just utilising those lower back muscles and releasing back down. So I'm going to give you sort of a bit of free, I like to give you a bit of free rein here, freestyle. You can do some little arm lifts while you're lifting. You can squeeze the shoulder blades together and then you can release them as you come back down. Abdominals, then lift. Or you could start to bring the arms out to the side. Or if you've got the back strength, bring them out to the front. See how you feel. And we'll just do one more after this one. And then just come back down. And then what we'll do is, we're going to do some side work, but what we'll do from this position, like we did on Tuesday, is we bring the hands down by our side, elbows behind, and then we're going to lift up and into a shell stretch. And so we're going to do like a half kind of push, like a push up. So lift up. Ow, Louie. And then go down into your shell stretch. And then you're going to come back down again with the elbows behind. So you're just feeling the shoulders and the triceps working, abdominals lifting, contracting. And I really like this. I think it's great because it saves us having to do those very hard push-ups. But it still works really effectively. And then come down into your shell stretch on the next one. And just stretch the arms away. And come up. So we're going to go into a side position now. And we'll do, I can't decide what to do tonight. I've got what I'm meant to be doing, but sometimes I like to change my mind. So I think we haven't done a kick for a while. So I think what we'll do first is you can either do it from on your elbow, or you can lay all the way down. So see, depending on how your shoulder feels. You're going straight on that top leg. Lift up into the shoulder if you are on your elbow. And we're going to flex the foot. And what we're going to do, we're going to do two moves exercises in one move, if that makes sense. So you're going to kick forward, and you're going to go up and down, and then come back. Squeeze a little bit back. So you kick, up, down. Now start to just place the foot slightly downwards. You'll see why, because it actually works harder. So we're keeping that leg in hip height. And keep lifting. It's very easy to forget about your shoulder and start to drop. So let's keep lifting up. That's hard, isn't it? And now let's just take this forward one more time and bring it back. And then if you need to give yourself some pats, you can do. And then